Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Reema from Food Safety Works. Today we are going to learn about FATM, what it is, why it is important and its principles for ensuring food safety in your business. FATM is a mnemonic device used in the food service industry to describe the 6 favorable conditions required for the growth of foodborne pathogens. It is an acronym for food, acidity, temperature, time, oxygen and moisture. Examples of microbes include bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, etc. Major carriers can be humans, pests, dirty equipment and utensils. What do you mean by foodborne illness? Foodborne illness is caused by consuming contaminated foods and beverages. The 6 most common foodborne illnesses, known as the Big Six: Salmonella, Salmonella typhi, Shigella, E. coli, norovirus, and hepatitis A. There are 4 types of pathogens, which include bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, mold and yeast. There are few factors which contribute to the growth of microorganisms. First is food. Nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, etc. are a constant source of energy for microbe. The foods that are rich in protein and carbohydrate are more easily spoiled by microbes, as they break down easily if not stored and handled properly. Examples: cooked egg, rice and noodles, raw fish and meat, bread, etc. Acidity. Bacteria grow best in an environment that is slightly acidic or neutral, that is the pH of 4.6 to 7.5, and they flourish in the pH range of 6.6 and 7.5. Most bacteria will not grow at pH levels below 4.6 because the environment is too acidic. That is the reason why acidic foods like vinegar and fresh fruits, mainly citrus, rarely provide a favorable climatic environment for the growth of pathogenic bacteria. Foodborne bacteria typically do not grow in alkaline food items. Temperature. The most active temperature range, that is between 5 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius, in which bacteria grows and often results in the spoilage of food. This range is known as the food temperature danger zone. Food must be handled very carefully when it is thawed, cooked, cooled and reheated, since it can be exposed to temperature danger zone during this time. Time. Foodborne pathogens need sufficient time to grow in foods. Food in the temperature danger zone can only be stored for 2 hours. Bacteria grow faster to unsafe levels at these temperatures. Oxygen. There are 2 types of bacteria, that is aerobic bacteria and anaerobic bacteria. The one which requires oxygen to grow is called aerobic bacteria, and some bacteria do not require oxygen to multiply. These are called anaerobic bacteria. So, foods should be stored in appropriate conditions necessary to maintain their shelf life. Moisture. Most foodborne bacteria need moisture to grow. Moisture content and water activity are the key factors in food perishability. Moisture content refers to the total water in food, while water activity indicates the free water available for microbial growth. Higher water activity promotes the rapid growth of bacteria, yeast, and mold. Foods with a water activity of 0.85 or above, like tomatoes, meat, and poultry, are considered potentially hazardous. Dry foods, such as jams and jellies, are often preserved with sugar or salt to maintain quality and prevent spoilage. Both raw and cooked foods should be stored in dry conditions. How can we use these FATM factors to control microbial load on our food products? Acidity in food can be controlled using acidity regulators. Food should be cooked at 75 degrees Celsius for at least 15 seconds and reheated at the same temperature for 2 minutes. Frozen foods must be stored between -18 degrees Celsius and -22 degrees Celsius, while chiller temperatures should remain below 4 degrees Celsius. To limit bacterial growth by reducing oxygen exposure, methods like vacuum packaging, which removes air before sealing, and modified atmosphere packaging, where oxygen is replaced with a less active gas. Moisture. Dehydration removes water from food, limiting microbial growth. High sugar content in products like jams and jellies also binds water, reducing spoilage. Salt preserves food by causing osmotic shock in microbes, leading to cell death, as seen in pickles and dried gooseberries. Proper control of these factors helps prevent food spoilage. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to our channel to receive regular updates. Please do like and share this with your friends if you found this useful, and don't forget to visit our website www.foodsafetyworks.com to see how we can help you. Thank you.